Hey YouTubers, this is CubeAddict, and this is my tutorial on how to intuitively solve the 4x4. Now if you do not know how to solve a 3x3, I would highly suggest going and watching some tutorials on how to solve one of those, and learning and familiarizing yourself in the 3x3 cube, because I'll be making a lot of references to the 3x3, and it will not make sense if you do not know how. But with that, let's go ahead and get started. After your cube is scrambled, you want to try to align the centerpieces where they're all the same color. Like up here, I would want white, then blue, then orange, green, red, and I'll explain the different color scheme here in a second. But our biggest objective is we want to try to get the top centerpiece to be completely white. So what I originally do is I want to try to get a bar here, and then I want to make a bar of white, and then try to find another place where I can make a bar of white. And then I want to connect those two bars together to where it matches up and has the centers completely covered in white. So I first have my white here that I see, and I have a white down here that I see. Now what I want to do is I want to bring this up here to match up with that white piece. So I'm just going to turn it, and there they match. So now I got to find my other two white pieces, which are going to fill these two slots. And I have one here, and I have one here. So what I'm going to do is I need to turn this here, from here to here, to bring it up to match with this white piece right here. So I'm going to turn, and then bring up. And now you can see that they are currently lined up. Now my other white bar is there. So what I need to do is I need to turn this down here, so that way when I spin this twice, it's going to line up with that white bar, and I'm going to have a complete white center. 1, 2, and you see that they line up. So, and I'll show you another example. We're going to go to the bottom side, which needs to be yellow. Okay. So, and I already have almost a complete yellow center here. But because in a color scheme of a Rubik's Cube, white and yellow are opposite from each other. So I can't do white and yellow here. It would have to be white and yellow are opposite from each other. So this would not work. Yellow has to be completely on the other side of the white. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. But if you realize, I messed my white center pieces up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up, and in order to make sure that I don't mess this part up either, I'm going to spin this twice where it's on this side, so when I bring this part down, this will come back, and this will still be solved. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it up, spin twice, and then back down. So now I have my white still solved, and I've just put two yellow pieces in the right spot. So now I have my another yellow here, and I have my other yellow here. Okay? Now if I just bring it over here, they're not lined up. So what I need to do is I need to bring this back down. I need to spin that down and bring it back up. Now they're aligned. And what most people would think is, okay, I just need to bring that back up. But again, we mess up our white side, and we don't want to mess up that part. So the biggest solution, or the only solution, is to put the yellow and yellow on the same line. So when I bring this up, I spin it twice to get it out of the way. But when I bring this white back down, you'll notice that this yellow bar is going to come back down. So that way I have the white and the yellow completely fixed. I'll show you that again. You have your yellow and your yellow. I match the bars up right next to each other. Bring one side up, spin twice, and then bring it back down. I hope that makes sense. I will show you some other examples. So now I like to put the white on top, so that way I can think of the next steps that I need to take. I always like to start with red first, after I've gotten the white and the yellow, because my color scheme, one thing to notice about a Rubik's 4x4 is it's different than a 3x3. 3x3s, the centerpieces never move no matter what you do. They always stay the same spot. White is always going to be opposite from yellow, red's always going to be opposite from orange, blue is always going to be opposite from green. Now, with a 4x4, you don't have an actual centerpiece that moves, or that stays in the same spot. It's always changing, and that's why we're aligning the centerpieces. So the issue that we have here is that I may put the red here and the orange here, but they won't work together because red and orange are opposite from each other. So, and another one is you also have to remember that red is white and blue. Red, white, and blue on a 3x3. Red, white, and blue. And I always think, because I'm American, so I always think red, white, and blue, like the colors of our flag. And I always think of it in a clockwise direction. Red, white, blue. Red, white, blue. In a clockwise direction. So if I do red here, then that means my blue is going to have to be over here. Even though my blue is almost solved over here, it would be blue, white, red. So, and it's not red, white, and blue. And it's, if you look, that's counterclockwise. And I can't have it that way. I have to have it clockwise. So red, white, and blue. So blue is going to be over here. If you do it the other direction, you will not be able to solve the cube. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead. I've already got my red bar here. I just need to bring this red up to here. So I'm going to bring it down. Then I just spin it. And since they're already lined up, I just bring it back up. Pretty simple. And the reason why I didn't have to worry about putting them on the same side is because I don't have anything else solved over here. So it's not a big issue. I can just spin twice and just leave it there. So now I need to get my blue side over here for red, white, and blue. So I already have a blue bar here, and I don't want to have it like this because I can't. I mean, it's going to break it apart if I do that. So I'm going to do that, bring it down. Now, because I do have a solved side now, I'm going to come here, spin twice, and bring back up. Now I've got to find my other blue, which is right over here. So I'm going to spin twice, so that way it's lined up on the same spot here. I'm going to spin twice, so that way I can bring it all the way over. So spin twice, then I'm going to spin it over here. So now it's out of the way, and then I spin it back. Blue comes back in its original spot. Alright, now I'm going to just show you a little example here. You might run into something like this, where you have have them on a different color. What you can do is, because this is all green, I'm not going to mess anything up if I come up here and turn it. It's still going to be the same spot. So what I need to do is I need to come up here, I need to rotate it, and then bring it back down so you can match it up. And there you go. Now I have them both on the same side. Now do I need to go orange up or orange down? Let's find out what I have on my bottom. I have blue on the bottom. So that means orange has to be here because I know green is going to be on top. And red is opposite from orange. So orange usually I need to start with bringing the orange down here, or I need to start with bringing the green up. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and, just for purposes, since I started with orange, or said orange first, I'm going to go orange. So orange down, spin twice, and then bring it back up. And there you have it. You have white, you got red, white, and blue. And I know red's opposite from orange, and I know blue is opposite from green, and I know yellow is opposite from white. So I now have my white, or my centerpieces, completely done, and that is the first step of the 4x4. And unfortunately I do not have enough time to do the next part, so I will put that in my part 2 on how to intuitively solve the 4x4. Please subscribe to my videos and visit my Facebook fan page. That'd be really appreciated. It's Cube Addict. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.